Well, this is a fairly interesting rifle. There's not too many slide action rifles around. It's pump action, slide action. Remington model 760. I actually have a few extra magazines for it and stuff. And Putin is taking a look at it. So I just got a Simmons scope on it. I always put these covers on it too. And he's going to chill out. So I always put these covers on it too. So it protects them from dust and all that type of stuff. And it's fast. I mean, it's not semi-automatic, but it's pretty quick. This one, actually, I've had this one for a long period of time. And I always equip the rifle with the sling because you can wrap it around like this and it's a lot more steady. And the other thing is, every time I set up the scope, you can see underneath there, you can see under the scope and see the sights. So that's another feature. So I never trust the scope all the way. Now there's a couple rifles. There's one rifle I have a scope on only because that's how it's configured. But I actually put a very good scope on it, so it should never break. But that's and it's only a 1.4 to 4 power, as you keep it on a little over 2 power. So and most of this is like an adjustable 3 to 9. But I don't really use the scope that much. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Actually, well, either way. In this one too, when you're pressing this in, and this sticks out on the right, that's the safety is on. And you got a magazine here, so you can disconnect, you can take the magazine out. Right here, this is your, also you have, this slide for, bringing the slide back. This is the magazine disconnect here. And this over here is for bringing the slide back. I don't use this rifle too much, actually. To tell you the truth, I like the military configuration rifle because I'm more used to it. The AR-15 style. Actually, if I was to use for some kind of game, unless it required a 30-06, actually I would bring the M1 Grand or the 6.5 Grendel with the AR-15. Using the AR-15 and 6.5 Grendel upper for the AR-15 or the Colt Sporter. This one, I like it, but to tell you the truth, I like the M1 Grand better because it's semi-automatic and it feels like a battleship. This one I'm afraid to scratch. Because the wood on it's so pretty and shit like that, but because I kept it in really good condition. But I've used it a lot. Still, there's been a lot of rounds through this thing, but the thing is, if you actually, I'll give you another tip on rifles. It's not so much how many rounds you put through the rifle, it's how you clean it. It's how you clean it. You have to be very careful up here not to scratch around the end here. And to rub the cleaning rod on the end. That'll kill your accuracy. It's not so much how many rounds you put through the rifle, it's actually how you clean it. So sometimes people don't even clean a rifle too much because if they're using non-corrosive ammo, it's not really a problem. Some people don't really clean them that much, but it does depend greatly on how you clean a rifle, how long the barrel lasts. I figured I'd put that tip out there that's not super commonly known. And if you do get a rifle, set it up like this. Every rifle they make this, you can see under the iron sights just fine. Actually, with this setup like this, it's actually easier for the iron sights to line up to me, because it's like you have to look through these two holes first, and then it brings these two sights into, that you can see them. So anyway, Putin the cat approves of it. He's looking at it, he says, yeah, that's a good one. And I could trust that to kill a big cat. Anyway.